Hi, my name is Jocelyn Neal, and this is the 14th session in our Melodic Dictation workshops. Welcome back, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we will do an abbreviated warm-up in a minor key. Then we are going to focus on keeping track of metric structure in a melody. And then finally, at the end of the workshop, as always, we will do a complete melodic dictation. Now, if you have not done sessions 1 through 13, I recommend you jump over and do those first, then come back and join us here. As always, you will need to be somewhere you can sing out loud. You will need some staff paper and you'll need a pencil. And if you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, please reach over and do that. Now let's get started with our warm-ups. Here's our key for our warm-ups. Solfege a scale, double do on top. 3, 4. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, mi, so, fa, mi, re, do. Intervals, 3, 4. Major second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh, perfect octave. Major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, minor seventh, perfect octave. Major second, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major second, major third, perfect fourth. Let's sing our scales in thirds. 3, 4. Do, mi, re, fa, mi, so, fa, le, so, ti, la, do, ti, re, do. Do, le, ti, so, le, fa, so, mi, fa, re, mi, do, re, ti, do. And let's tonicize in minor. 3, 4. Do, mi, so, fa, mi, le, so, ti, do, re, do, ti, do, so, mi, do. And let's sing our minor arpeggiation pattern. Here's tonic. Let's sing our tricky leaps pattern in a minor key. Here's tonic. Let's do our chromatic alterations in minor. We're still in the same key. And we will sing our chromatic patterns in minor. This is still tonic. Let's do a brief rhythmic warm-up. These are the rhythmic patterns you are most likely to encounter in simple quadruple meter. You may read them on a neutral syllable, or you can join me with takadimi. Ta, ta, di, ta, mi, takadimi, ta, di, mi, takadi, ta, di, ta, di, mi, ta. And let's review our rhythmic patterns in compound duple meter. You may read these on a neutral syllable or join me with takadimi. ta, da, ta, ki, da, ta, da, ma, ta, di, da, ta, di, da, ma, ta, ki, di, da, ma, ta, ki, di, da, ta, ki, da, ma, ta, va, ki, da, ta. Let's do some dictation practice that focuses on how we keep track of the metric structure of a phrase. Here are 4 melodies. In each case, you've been given the opening segment and you've been given the complete last bar. You're going to hear one performance of each of these melodies, and your goal is to transcribe the 3rd bar. Remember to use all the techniques that we've been practicing. Now, the opening and closing melodic patterns have been given to you in this case. So think about anchor pitches, especially scale degrees 1 and 5. Listen for contour. Listen for scale fragments and arpeggios. Work in real time using shorthand notation techniques above the staff. And think about connecting the dots. This last technique can be especially helpful when you have in front of you the 4th bar, because whatever you transcribe for bar 3 needs to connect into the music that you can already see. So we are in D minor. Make sure you have your staff paper set up here in D minor, in treble clef, and you're only transcribing bar 3. Here's our key. We are in D minor. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Now let's look at the answers and let's sing them all together. Number 1. Number 2. Did you notice in measure 3 that you had to add an F sharp and then you had to add an F natural at the end of that bar? Here's number 3. And here's number 4. Notice in number 4 that you had to add an F sharp in measure 3, and then you had to have an F natural at the end of measure 3. Now let's get set up for a complete melodic dictation. Today we will be working in the bass clef. We will have a key signature of 4 flats. We will have a time signature of 6/8. We will have 4 bars of music. And our first pitch will be the note F3. Now go ahead and look at that first note and the key signature and write the key on your paper. If you are in a minor key, you always want to remind yourself to please watch scale degrees 6 and 7 at all times in that melody. And you will hear this recording 4 times. It will be played on a bassoon. Here's your first hearing. Here's your second hearing. Here's your third hearing. Here is your fourth and final hearing. Okay, let's check our transcription. We began with scale degree 1, moving down to a lower neighbor, back up to tonic. That was a do, ti, do opening. We then jumped down to lowered scale degree 6, lay, so, do. And the entire first bar was in even eighth notes. It sounds like this. Moving into measure 2, we had an ascending scalar fragment. Re, mi, fa up to so. And the re, mi, fa ascent was in a dotted rhythm. From scale degree 5, we moved down to a chromatically altered pitch. This was raised scale degree 3, or the syllable mi. Moving into measure 3, that raised scale degree 3 resolved up to scale degree 4, and we had some 16th notes coming down from lay, so, and back to fa. And then we heard an arpeggiation of the tonic triad at the end of that bar. Me, so, do. The last bar began on scale degree 2. We jumped down to a low scale degree 5, and we came up an ascending scale. So, la, ti, ending on do. Let's sing the whole melody. Here's tonic. 4, 5, 6. Do, ti, do, le, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, mi, fa, le, so, fa, mi, so, do, re, so, la, ti, do. Let's look at some of the features of this melody. We opened with a 1, raise 7, 1 lower neighbor motion. We heard that lowered scale degree 6 going down to 5 and a jump up to 1, noticing that that 1 scale degree 1 at the end of measure 1 works as an anchor pitch. We then heard a scalar ascent up to scale degree 5. There's an anchor pitch. Our chromatically altered pitch occurred at the end of measure 2, and it was a raised scale degree 3, resolving up to scale degree 4. We then heard a descending scalar fragment, and then we heard an arpeggiation of the tonic triad, 3, 5, 1. And then at the very end of this melody, we heard a scale coming up, ending on tonic. Let's sing it one more time, keeping all of these features in mind and paying a special attention to the end of measure 2, where raised scale degree 3 resolves up to scale degree 4. Here's tonic. 4, 5, 6. Do, ti, do, le, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, mi, fa, le, so, fa, mi, so, do, re, so, la, ti, do. And let's look at the complete melody and listen to it one more time. Thanks for watching.